Hi, Ruronis. This is your pal, Ruroni K95 here. So today we decided to do a new movie review. So today's movie review, I'm going to start doing a movie review on The Last Unicorn. The Last Unicorn is a Japanese-American animated fantasy film about a unicorn who, upon learning that she is the last of species in the world, goes on a quest to find out what has happened to the others of her kind. Based on the novel The Last Unicorn, written by Hugo Award-winning author Peter S Beagle, who also wrote the film's screenplay, the film was directed by and produced by Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jules Bass. And it was produced by rankin-bass Productions for ITC Entertainment, and it was animated by the Japanese anime company Topcraft by Toru Hara, which Topcraft is known for their works on anime such as Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind and Macross Do You Remember Love, which Hayao Miyazaki had a lot to do with on Topcraft before it became Studio Ghibli as well. So, the music in The Last Unicorn was done by Jimmy Webb. The film includes the voices of Alan Arkin, Jeff Bridges, Mia Farrow, Angela Lansbury, and Christopher Lee. The musical score and the songs were composed and arranged by Jimmy Webb and performed by the group America and the London Symphony Orchestra. With additional vocals provided by Lucy Mitchell, the film earned about $250 million on its opening weekend and grossed about $600,000 and $455,330 domestically. So let's start with the movie review on The Last Unicorn. In Enchanted Forest, a talking unicorn learns after overhearing a conversation between two hunters that she is the very last of her kind. A butterfly reveals that a demonic animal called the Red Bull herded her kind to the ends of the earth. Venturing into unfamiliar territory beyond the safety of her home, the unicorn journeys to find them and bring them all back. Upon her journey, the unicorn is captured by the evil witch named Mommy Fortuna and is put on a display in Mommy Fortuna's Midnight Carnival, as most of the attractions are normal animals with spell of illusion placed on them, to wit, a toothless lion for a manticore, a paralyzed chimpanzee for a satyr, and a mere snake for the Mygard serpent. Fortuna uses a spell to create another horn on the unicorn's head that the non-magical carnival visitors can see, as they are unable to see her real form. Fortuna keeps the immortal harpy Seleno captive as well, and acknowledges the dangers of caging such a monster, but deems the risk secondary to the deed's recognition and prestige. It's like dealing with the devil in this movie. While the D held captive, the unicorn is befriended by Schmendrick, played by Alan Arkin, an incompetent magician in the service of Mommy Fortuna. With the help of Schmendrick, the unicorn escapes in the processing, freeing Seleno, who kills Fortuna and her henchman Ruhik. The unicorn and Schmendrick later gain a second traveling companion, Molly Grew, voiced by Tammy Grimes, the careworn lover of Captain Cully, voiced by Keenan Wynn, the disappointing reality behind the Robin Hood legend, by saying, Robin Hood is a myth in that movie. When the unicorn nears the seaside castle of King Haggard, the keeper of the Red Bull, she encounters the animal, which turns out to be a monstrous fire elemental. At the last moment, At the last moment, before her capture, Schmendrick uses his unpredictable magic and transforms her into a human woman with white knee-length hair, with her in disguise. The Red Bull is uninterested and departs. Because I can tell this movie has some nudity in it, because it's not a kid's movie, because The Last Unicorn has some nudity in it, because the magician turns the unicorn into a human girl. The unicorn suffers tremendous shock with the feeling of mortality in her body, while Molly wraps the unicorn's human form in a blanket. Schmendrick states that the magic not he choose the form and promises that he will return to her normal after the quest is complete. Schmendrick, Molly Grew, and now the human unicorn proceed to King Haggard's castle, as King Haggard's voiced by Christopher Lee in this movie. Haggard is at first unwelcoming, and Schmendrick introduces the unicorn as his niece, Lady Amalthea. Schmendrick requests that the three of them stay there as members of Haggard's court, only be told by that the only inhabitants of the castle are Haggard, his adopted son Prince Lear, voiced by Jeff Bridges, and the four ancient men-at-arms nonetheless. Haggard consists to lodge the trio, replacing his more competent and one on-call wizard Mabrook, voiced by Paul Frees, with Schmendrick and editing Ollie Grew to his work in the scullery. Marbrook himself leaves with he recognizes Amalthea for what she truly is. Jeers that by allowing her into his castle, Haggard has invited his own doom. Amalthea begins to forget her identity and her reasons for coming to the castle, and falls in love with Prince Lear. As the result, the mortality of her current form, caught in her newfound emotions, she struggles with thoughts of abandoning her quest, I suppose, in this movie. For the sake of mortal love, Haggard confronts Amalthea in a private conversation, hinting at the locations of the unicorns, yet from the waning magic in her eyes. He has doubt regarding his previous suspicions that she is more than she seems. Meanwhile, Molly is able to learn the location of the Red Bull's den from the talking cat. Molly, Schmendrick, and Amalthea are joined by Lear as they enter the Red Bull's lair, but Haggard attempts to trap them by destroying the way they come in. Schmendrick reveals Amalthea's true identity to Lear after explaining what they are looking for. Lear is unfazed by this, says that he loves her anyway. This makes Amalthea to want to abandon the quest and marry Lear, but Lear dissuades her. The Red Bull appears, but he is no longer deceived by Amalthea's human form and chases after her as Lear struggles to protect her. Schmendrick turns Amalthea back into the unicorn, but she is unwilling to leave Lear's side. The Red Bull tries to drive her into the ocean, but just as he earlier had done to all the unicorns, but manages to run away, and the bull gives chase. Lear tries to defend her, but is killed by the bull. Enraged, the unicorn turns on the Red Bull and forces him into the sea. With the bull gone and carried on the white surf of the incoming tides, the other unicorns emerge in a mass from the water, causing Haggard's castle to collapse into the sea as they rush past with Haggard. Realizing he was right about his suspicions after falling to his death while laughing. On the beach, Unicorn magically revives Lear before departing for her forest. Schmendrick assures Lear that he has gained much by winning the love of a unicorn. Even if he is now alone, he departs to start anew. The unicorn returns to say goodbye to Schmendrick, who laments he has done her wrong by burdening her with regret and the taint of mortality, which he could make her unable to properly rejoin her kind in the forest. She disagrees about the importance of his actions as they help him to restore the unicorns to the world. Though she is the only unicorn to feel regret, she is also the only unicorn to know love. Schmendrick and Molly watch the unicorn depart for her home in the woods. And that's how you end the song. this movie with the song "The Last Unicorn" by the group America. So that concludes my movie review on the Last Unicorn. Peter S. Beagle stated that there had been interest in creating a film based on the book earlier on. Those who expressed interest, including Lee Mendelson and Bill Melendez, who are known for the Charlie Brown holiday specials, though Beagle had been convinced by one of their partners with Ives that they were not good enough, as well as former 20th Century Fox animator Les Goldman. At that time, Beagle believed that the animated was the way to go with regard to the film, and had never thought of making it into a live-action film. Rankin-bass had been the last studio from the film's associate producer Michael Chase Walker approached, and Beagle has horrified when he is informed that he had made a deal with Walker. Peter S. Beagle stated that he has come to feel that the film is actually a good deal more than I had originally created, and when I say there is some lovely design work, the Japanese artists who did the concepts and coloring were very good, and the voice actors do a superb job in bringing my characters to life. While Rankin-bass provided the film's dialogue and the stories based on Beagle's work, the animation was done by Studio Topcraft. The studio would later be hired by Hayao Miyazaki to work on the 1984 anime film Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, and their core members eventually went on to form Studio Ghibli. According to Beagle, the final film ended up being remarkably close to his original script, although one scene at the end involving an encounter with a princess was animated but eventually cut. So that's going to be it for my movie review on The Last Unicorn. Thanks for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts about this movie. I have a couple editions of The Last Unicorn on DVD, as well as the DVD Blu-ray combo. I do have the DVD where they cut out the use of the word damn on the Lionsgate 2007 DVD release, but we did have the other versions that still uses of the word damn, as in profanity, uses in animated films for adults and all, because in the Screen Factory release and the Artisan Entertainment releases did include the uses of the word damn and profanity that is used in The Last Unicorn, that you won't find on this Lions, which is not the Lionsgate release. But when Last Unicorn is now released on DVD and Blu-ray from Shout Factory, with the uses of "damn you" line in it, which is not the 2007 Lionsgate DVD release as well. Hope to subscribe for content. My Anime Planet link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have Twitter and a Facebook account, be sure to give this movie review a thumbs up. Please leave in the comment what are your thoughts on this movie. Please leave another comment also of which movie should I review next, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, which is Rurouni K95. Feel free to join. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other videos as well. This is the first time I get to do a movie review on The Last Unicorn, because this movie was released on November 19th, 1982 as well. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share, and social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, Rurouni K95. Feel free to join. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other previous videos, such as my newest anime review on Katsuhiro Otomo anime movie that came out in 1995, Memories as well. And that's it. Because this is my movie review, please leave another comment on this video. Which movie should I review next as well? This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my movie review on The Last Unicorn. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. See you soon, and have a great Wednesday. Because this is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching my movie review on The Last Unicorn.